create a new post on your website to appear inside your blog, simply hover over where it says posts and you will see the option to view all posts, add new, add a category or add a tag. You can click add new here, or if you hover over new at the top, you'll see the option to add a new post here as well. Click on here and you will see the add new post screen. There are a few options available here. The first is rather obvious, which is the title of your blog post, which you enter into this field here. I'm hoping you're a little more inventive with your title and your text than we've been. Our next box is for our main text of our article, which we're going to use the standard lorem ipsum text, which you can see we've now pasted in. If we want to add an image, we can simply choose where we want the image to show and click Add Media. You can see here that you have the option to add media directly here. You do not have to go back to the media library to add and then come back. Although, if you have uploaded to the media library, you can simply click Media Library and everything that you've uploaded will show. We're going to stay with uploaded files, and we have the option to select files or drop files anywhere to upload. We already have some here, so we're just going to drag those across and drop one in there. You can see that this is uploaded quite quickly, and we have the attachment details here, and this has been selected as the image that we're going to insert. You can see that it has a pretty dire name. We don't really want that because it's not very good for what we call search engine optimization. So we're going to call this Vintage Books. We're not going to give it a caption because we don't really want the caption showing around the book itself, although a caption is very handy for having if you want to credit a photographer or the person that created the image. We're also going to give it what we call an alt text. This is an alternative text that will show should the image not load properly within the browser. In this case, we're going to again call it Vintage Books. You also have the ability to edit the image should you want to choose a certain section or you wish to change the brightness or the contrast of the image. WordPress has its own image editor, but we're going to cover this in a later video. If we scroll further down, you can see we have attachment display settings. We have alignment of left, center, or right. In this case, I'd like the image to be on the left of the post. We also have the ability to link to either the media file, which will bring up the image should someone click on it, a custom URL, which can take somebody to somewhere on the site, or a different website should you choose to select one, or you can choose the attachment page, which will be automatically created if you've chosen that option. In this case, we're going to select none. We also have the ability to select a different size of image. WordPress resizes images as it uploads them. In doing this, it gives you a number of different options to choose so that you can choose the right image that will look right in your post. In this case, we're going to choose the medium one, and then we're going to click Insert into Post. And now you can see it's inserted the image into the post for me, and it's wrapped the text around it. If we go over to the right hand side, we have the option to publish, save as a draft, preview, publish, or delete the image completely. Delete the post completely. If we click preview, a new window opens, and you can preview what the post is going to look like and how the image sits. We're going to go back into our editing, and we're going to save that as a draft. Depending on what theme you use will depend on what options that you get within this screen. There will also be options put on these screens by your plugins should you choose SEO plugins or image plugins, or any number of different plugins can put options onto this screen. The ones you're seeing are the standard options. Within the standard WordPress theme, you have the ability to format your post. We aren't going to go into these because we very, very rarely use the standard theme. So we're going to leave those alone as they are unnecessary in this case. We also have the ability to add a new category. We're going to do this here by simply clicking Add New Category and typing in Vintage Books. If we have a number of categories, we can choose different parent categories, but we don't in this case, so we are just going to click on the Add New Category, and you can see that it's added the category here. By default, WordPress has an uncategorized section for anything that doesn't fall into a category that you select. We don't want this showing in the uncategorized section, so we simply select and it won't show in there. You also have the ability to add tags. Tags are very handy for allowing people to search the website, and it makes things a little bit easier when linking to different sections that you don't really need a full category for, but you can break down the information into different tags. In this case, we're going to use vintage, and we're going to put a comma in, and we're going to have books. We're also going to add old, and we're going to add used. These are one-word tags and different to our category. To add them, simply click Add, and these will be available now in the tag section, and you will be able to select them on other posts. Many themes allow you to choose a featured image. This is to make your list of blog posts look nice. In this case, we've already uploaded the image that we want to use, so we're going to go in, we're going to select it, and we're going to set that as the featured image. As you can see, it's set it straight away. When publishing a blog post, you have the option to publish it immediately, or you can choose a date and time. The date and time that you select is the date and time of the server that you're running on, and we will cover this in the settings. I wish to publish mine immediately, so I'm just going to click on Publish. As you can see, the Publish button has now changed to Update, so should I choose to change anything in here, I can simply click on the Update button and it will change it on the live website. If I wish to preview the changes, I simply click on the Preview Changes button and go back. And you can see I have my featured image at the top of the post, which is the theme default. I have my image in the post, and I have my comments box. I don't like the featured image because I think it looks a little bit silly sat in there, so I'm going to remove it. Now I've removed it, I want to preview the changes before I publish. So you can see, as you can see, it has removed it in the preview, and that is now how I want to republish my post. So I simply click Update, and by refreshing this page, you can see the featured image has been removed, and this is now on the home page of our website. If we go into our blog post, you'll notice that the featured image has been removed and our blog post has been published. The grey bar at the top will vanish when you log out, which we will do now, and you will see you can go back to your website and the bar has gone. That's how easy it is to add your first blog post to WordPress. Once you've added your first and you wish to add your second, it's simply a case of repeating the process.